Our theme for this week is carrying on extending our experience of the home. So we're going to look at the objects in the home. These are things from the kitchen, the bathroom, bedroom, all around the house. Objects that your child will come in contact with, and we're going to do lots of lovely language enrichment around those things and those areas. So today's activity is setting the table. Well, this is a wonderful daily, everyday, practical life activity that your child will love to do. Setting their table before they sit down to eat lunch. It's also a wonderful opportunity for language confirmation. So just confirming all the names of all the different objects and utilities utensils that you're going to be using in laying the table. So with all Montessori experiences and activities, we're always going to make it a celebration of life. It's going to be a lovely activity. We're going to make setting the table an expression of beauty. And it's going to be with the idea that the child is going to love nothing more than sitting down at this table and eating a lovely meal, either on their own or sharing a meal together. But today we're setting a table for one person. So I have here a lovely tablecloth. This is a tablecloth that is specifically for a child to use. You'll be able to see if I hold it up closer to the camera that we've got some embroidered spaces on the tablecloth. So you can see that we've embroidered the outline of a fork, an outline of a plate or bowl. There's the teaspoon, and there's a spot for the glass. This helps the child to identify where, spatially, where to lay or to place the objects on the table. Just gives them a little structure. So we've got we're going to use the tablecloth today, and obviously when you do this activity with your child and show them how to do it, you're going to name tablecloth. And tell them so that they learn the names of these things. Instead of using a tablecloth, you could just use your straight table with a placemat. Here's another idea of a placemat, and you can see here I've got a placemat and I've embroidered on the outline of a plate, a spoon, and the outline for the glass. You could also have put a fork on the side here. In our class, we very often use it just a spoon, and so this is a nice simple one for the class. We're not going to use the placemat today because we're going to use the table. So again, you're going to just confirm placemat and just very clearly name the object for your child so they get to learn the name of all these things. So we're going to open the tablecloth, open, and straighten it onto the table. And so your child will be able to see that there's a lovely place for their bowl, their fork, their spoon, and their glass. There. So I've got these things ready for me on the shelf today, but obviously perhaps your child will have a little cupboard in the kitchen where they know to go and get all the utensils they're going to need for laying the table. So we're going to start with our bowl. We've got a bowl. We're going to place the bowl in the embroidered boundary for the bowl. And the glass goes right there. The glass, and then spoon, and fork. And there your child has a lovely setting. We're also going to get a napkin which goes next to their fork. And as I said, we always make things beautiful in our Montessori environments, so you're going to encourage your child to add a little vase with a flower to make their table look beautiful. Now that could be an activity that they might have done earlier, and you can now use it on your lunch table. I think I've done the flower arranging activity with you last week. And so now your child's table is all ready for a lovely lunch or dinner or breakfast. And this is something that initially you'll do together. You'll show your child how to do it, and once they've repeated it a couple of times, you'll see that they'll be off and doing this all independently on their own. So perhaps when you're preparing a little lunch for them, you can be finishing off in the kitchen and you can invite your child to lay their table for themselves. And this is an activity that is completely manageable for your child to do. Once they've finished their lunch, you're going to show them how to clear the table to the kitchen, and that you will do in a very similar way. I hope you enjoy sharing this activity with your child at home. Thanks.